Welcome back into the channel, guys. We are back here with the 2006 Arctic Cat 400. And so in the last video I put the seat cover on, and I did order the cover for the storage, so I just sat it on there just to see kind of how it's looking. Looks like the tires are kind of holding up. Maybe a super slow leak. There is some cracking, you know, as you can see. There is some tread left on it still, so I could put some the green sealing stuff in it, and hopefully nothing's bent. So I did get some goodies, and I also painted this a little bit. Still got to finish it, but you can see the asphalt rubberized undercoating works amazingly on this stuff. This is solid steel, so they're very well built, like the rack itself. But I do need to finish it. I just got way too busy. I'm going to take this off and paint this as well, and I'm going to try to straighten it because it looks like it's kind of bashed in right here. I don't know, I've never run into anything, but every single one I get to fix, it's bashed in, dented, smashed. So apparently I'm not off-roading good enough. Got some more towels, got some oil. I did order an oil filter. It was supposed to be here today, but then they changed the shipping to next month on Amazon. Love it when they do that. So let's open up the other goodies here. And just open the bottom this way. And open these nice goodies here. This is actually off eBay, somewhere in Canada. So this is the Air boot. Now, I don't even know if this is the right one, because it's very confusing when you're ordering stuff off eBay, and sometimes when you're ordering parts in general. So this just comes off of here. Let's bring this over here. So this sort of goes on like that. It'll go on the carb. So I believe it is the right one. Goes in the carb and then up, because this is on one side, just like that's one side. This is like 80 bucks. So when you're buying stuff, man, you can get nickeled and dimed for the stupidest things. So that connects into the airbox, so that's good. One less thing to get. I'll open this goodie. This is the one that I've been stressing about, I believe. And should get a razor blade over here. Maybe this flat would be a little easier. So this is super light. This is the display. So it is for a TRV 2007. So mine's a 2006 AC 400 TRV. So We're gonna hope it works. Almost looks like it's got damage inside. Maybe they put a new plastic on or something, but and the buttons barely work. Well, I guess they work. So we're gonna try that in a minute because that's what's really stressing me out. I got the gasket. So I got the gasket for the side, the clutch side, because I do need that. It was missing. It's actually a clutch that almost contains the air from the fan in there. And I also got, and let's see if they fit. Because this did not have any stickers. So it's not bad. That should fit. Make it look a little better than all plain, because it's like all the stickers are all missing off of it except for this stuff. And then we're going to take off this silly stuff. Roll the dice. So I got 3 of these. Could put one up front, one on the sides, or just save one for later. So how cool is that? Hopefully that looks good. It's supposed to be an Arctic cat off of Amazon actually, but I think it's just somebody doing it at home. Alright guys, so without further ado, let's get this off of here. So this unscrews with this. And that actually just slid right out way too easy. Is it the same size? It is the same size, and it even clicks on. Moment of truth. Got the key. Got the ignition. Oy vey. This was $250. Is it gonna work? Yes. 4-wheel drive is showing on there. Yes. Time. Odometer showing 5,843. It's showing in neutral. The gears work. Yes. Okay. Sweet. Reverse. I think I need to adjust this, because it's finding neutral is like, so that should be neutral, but that's reverse. Neutral's up, like up almost at high. Yeah, high. And then low is good. High. Yeah, so I'll have to adjust this. But that is amazing. That saves me, because, you know, people are buying it. They really are not gonna like not being able to see the dash, what gear it's in, odometer, gas level, speed, you know. So that's awesome. Makes me feel a lot better. So let's get that in there permanently. These little tiny nuts on the end. People take this stuff apart for parts. They just take it apart. You gotta be kidding me. There's 2 screws. Not sure if the lockers are working. Because it would say lock and unlock. It's in gear. I'll have to look into that. So this is kind of what she looks like so far. And that front grill's really schmacked up, which makes the whole thing just seem wonky. Sweet. All right, guys. I think that's it for tonight. Tomorrow, let me get the car back in there, get the boot on, spark plug back in, empty out the gas, refill the gas with good gas, and we'll try to start it. Okay, just got the little clip on here, and the one that came with it sucked. I used to have one, so we are just going to put the carburetor in. Spotless now. It's like brand new. Go, I don't know if that's a breather. Right here. Okay, so we got the top on here. We gotta try to screw that on somehow. Okay, we got it on there. I don't know if it's the straightest thing in the world. Should we check for spark? Yep, good spark. I'll try to get this down in there. Okay, I decided to try to get the gas out. So I had to take this plastic off, and I connected up a new gas line, and you can see how much crap I've had to dig out. So I thought I could unscrew that and pop that open. Nope. So I think you have to pull the steel thing off first and then pull the inset, but I don't want to mess with that too much because there's so much dirt there. Like, there is so much packed in pounds of dirt in this. Like even this here. So you can see how deep that goes. Like, that's just piles of dirt and mud that we're gonna get out. Power wash tomorrow. But I did siphon some gas out the old-fashioned way. And tell me if that looks any good. That ain't starting. Okay, I'm either running out of battery or SIM card, but as you can see, I'm guessing the water's on the bottom and the very old gasoline's on top. That's not good in anybody's books. So we're going to try to get the rest of this out of here. Not a nice. So we got a bit of gas in here. Hopefully we can get it all out. Okay, so what we're gonna do is pull the old gas off of here, just leave it hanging. And we're going to connect on a new one. Make sure it's not pinching that gas line somewhere. We're going to disconnect the battery tomorrow. Take it out and power wash the hell out of it. There's just dirt caked into every corner. Get that engine nice and clean. Cover up the intake. Okay, that's one more thing done. Then we put some fresh gas. We get some fresh gas tomorrow too. All right. It's a big gas tank for a 400. I would say that it lasts a long time. right, guys? She's cleaner. Still got to take this off and spray that down with the rubberized undercoating. But as you can see, still some dirt on there, but got most of the dirt off. I'm gonna respray that and get that hit again, but there's only so much I can do when I have things still open up. Don't want to get any water in the cylinder. This was completely caked in mud, and I think it's all underneath as well, all the way around. I didn't get that out, I forgot. Got this all out. So she's looking a lot better. A lot better. So let's get that oil drained. There's not much in there, but let's get that. Okay, let's hope this bolt isn't stripped out. There's a stick in the way. There's still so much mud. So I think this is probably a 17 mil. 21 mil. Oh geez, it's loose. That's great. Like loose. It's wonderful. It's always good. The drain bolt for the oil is loose. Well, some's coming out. There is no crush washer on here. I think I may have one over there. Okay, so I think I've just learned a couple things. That's not coolant. That's an oil cooler, I do believe. So I believe it's air cooled. That's why there's fins. And so this is the first one of these that I've ever had. And I figured I would just open up this little air box at the front here, and it's kind of a good thing I did, because something was living in here at some point, and it's full of seeds. So we're gonna clean that out. And so yeah, that's an oil cooler. Because what I did is I looked in the manual, and it's saying everything's 500 and up is liquid cooled. Then I looked down here and I realized this hose is coming from the oil filter, going up into that rad, coming back down to here. So learning, guys. I'm just learning. I'm hoping the case isn't cracked here, because there's some this crap on here. So I don't know if this corroded through or something, or what's going on here, but I don't want to pick away or chip away at it, because I don't want it leaking. And but I just did. So it's the speed sensor. So we can put some oil in it. And you know, it's kind of good that I took the cover off, because I can get in to see more. And I can get the wrench in there. Once again, you don't need to do it that tight, guys. Okay. Yeah, there's water mixed in there. So water's getting in somewhere to the engine. Okay, so this is 2,900 milliliters. So we are at almost 3 liters, not 4 like I thought. So we haven't gotten the oil filter yet, but we're gonna put our oil in here, and as soon as Amazon delivers, I'll throw that filter on. So for a air cooled, you're definitely gonna want to keep those fins clean, because that's doing the big part of your cooling, right? So Okay, should be enough for now. I don't know what this is. I think it might be the fan power, I'm not sure, but I have to trace it out after. That was easier than I thought. Okay, wonderful Amazon guy arrived. So I picked up some, forgot I ordered these, some little tubes so you can squirt some oil in places in the cylinder or whatever, and gas, and I got a high flow filter, and actually it already is lubed on the O-ring, so the gasket. So we're just going to slide this in here. And that's as tight as it needs to go by hand. And that's it. So we have an oil filter, we have oil, we have fuel. Fuel is hooked up, battery's hooked up, and everything's in it. Just trying to think. We have fuel, new fuel line. Fuel line's hooked up, vacuum line's hooked up, air box is hooked up. We have spark. Our compression is questionable, so what we're going to hope is those rings become freed up. If not, we're going to be taking this top end off here. And super easy because it is so accessible with everything off. So, and the kit is actually super cheap. It's like 150 bucks on Amazon. Comes with the cylinder, the piston, the gaskets, the rings, for like 150 bucks. So it's almost, why didn't I just do it in the first place? But hopefully the crank's not bad. Hopefully the crank's not bad. So without further ado, the stressful part. The very stressful part. Will it start? So it's going to take a lot of cranks to get the fuel sucked up and into the carb, and the carb filled, because it is vacuum. And we do have some fuel, so let's set you guys up here. I'm always paranoid I forgot something somewhere, it's going to break and fly. have an accelerator pump on the carb, so I am going to hit that actually. And it has an automatic. So we're just going to hit that accelerator pump a few times. We may not even have gas in the carb yet. It's got to suck all the way from there. Anybody think we're getting fuel? See if that it's wet. Let me get one of those new tubes with oil. Okay. That should be definitely enough. This on there. And let's try again, shall we? Pull the fuel line off here, make sure we're getting fuel. We are not getting fuel. So I'm just going to replace this gas line here because it definitely has a hole in it. And I'm going to string up my dog because he doesn't stop barking. So I'm just going to put this gas line over that. And then I'm going to pour some gas in this. And then we're going to So I'm starting to believe there is no compression. Is the carburetor leaking? Nope. All that gas thing just goes straight down into the curb, into the engine. Okay, we're going to give it a breather. We're going to test compression. And if we still have no compression, we're going to have to pull that head off. Alright guys, we're next day here. So, time to tear this down. We got to get a look in there. Got to see what's going on. Check to see if the rings are stuck. ring gaps, everything. So carb's got to come off, but I can just set that to the side, I think. That is some heavy-duty gasket maker or something that was on there, because I don't even see any gasket maker on it. It's like glue. It's real strange. So these look good. There is oil up in here, so at least the new oil that I put in is made its way to the top. Pick it off. And you gotta punch down. So it's got this little bracket that is well used, so this has been taken off numerous times. You gotta punch down that hold flap there, take that off, and get the other one off. Okay, let's do this. Get this wire out of here, which is for the coil. Get this stupid tie wrap out of here that's not working. And let's just tie a little knot in this. There we go. Okay, so there's this little tiny thing for your, there's a cam. Cam lobe looks good. Placing every time. But it looks like it is a 16 mil. So we're gonna hope these don't break. What? The two inside ones are different size. There is 14. What? They're actually a 14. How did that fit on there so well? So you're probably going to want to go slow, because they will. They're under tension, so they actually stretch. If anybody knows about these. Now this should just come off. As long as this exhaust comes off. Pull that up, and I think we're gonna have to pull this boot off. Okay. Look at the state of that. Oh my God. We're gonna have to grind that down or get new valves. So there must have been water sitting in there rusting away. That's a lot of carbon. It's a dang good question. And here's the head gasket. Let's get some grease on it. Okay, let's get this cylinder off. Piston doesn't look half bad. Yeah, this piston doesn't look bad, but the rings. Oh, the rings are probably trash. And the cylinder will be trash. Sure what that was that fell. Always keep an oil pan underneath. It kind of catches stuff. Really don't know what that was. You know what? I think it was a pin. Possibly. What is in there? Sorry, let's get that piston up here. Why isn't the piston moving? Because the chain isn't moving. There we go. Whoa. There is a lot of dirt down in there. Okay. Almost no side to side. And lots of up and down. Piston is cracked right there. Crack on the other side, no pieces missing. You can hear that. Well, that's it for today. Okay, so this was, I think, definitely driven into the ground, because if I see the piston ring is definitely seized, stuck. Both of them right in there. The oil ring, everything is just stuck. And so if I peel this out now, this is one of the piston rings. And we're going to bring this over to this nice mess over here. And we'll wipe this down. Turn this light on. The corrosion on everything is just, I'm hoping the bearings are fine. That's all I hope. So, if we take this and put this in the cylinder here, look at the size of that gap. Like, how does it even get down that far? This is like a quarter of an inch. How does it still run to be able to get that? This must have been smoking like a bitch. So if I were to grab my gap, like, we're talking, the thickest one I have is, apparently they're getting rusty for some reason. You know, the thickest one I have here is 0.32, so 0.80 millimeters. If I stack half of them in here, maybe there. Oh, yeah, I think that's the limit. That's quite the gap. That is atrocious. That is just, yeah, that would explain why we have no compression whatsoever. So, and look at how thin this is. Look how thin. It's like, must have been burning through the oil, just burning through it. So, if we flip this upside down, like, we're gonna have to just, it's actually kind of soft. Yeah, so we can clean that up. The plastic. Plastic brush. Look at that, I don't know what that is. Alright guys, so that does it for part 2. So I did go and take out the starter. So 2 bolts, pops out. And we broke down the cylinder and everything. So I'm going to have to drain the oil, disconnect the 2 oil lines, disconnect the rear drive shaft, and then pull it back, which then pops it out of the front drive shaft, and disconnect all the air connectors, like the air intakes, and that should be it. And then I think we can just pull it out this side. I think they tell you to pull it out the other side, but so yeah, that's might be what we do, is pull it out the other side, because we got the exhaust that we didn't fully disconnect. So that's what we'll do. We'll pull it out the other side on the next video. So to this video, we tried to start it and we got to where we are now. I tell you guys, sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. We definitely didn't do that great this one. So we'll just make the best of it, make it a learning experience, so anybody that needs to know how to do this can watch and learn. Got some cracks in the piston, and then we got our table ready for the engine. So we'll move this stuff over there, and we have to go through this. So I'm guessing we had some leakage here in this valve, so I am going to be getting the I don't think any of them are stuck. Nope. We are going to be getting new valve seals, so we'll replace the valve seals and we will clean off the valves and relap them. We are getting a new cylinder, so that's exciting. We had to do that, and we saw the major ring gap here, which is ridiculous that it even worked when it did. Like I said, it must have been blowing some black smoke, and that's why the oil was so, you know, dark. Other than that, I think everything else should be fine. I think this is fine. The camshaft and the decompression mechanism is right there, so you can see it's working. It's going back. Okay, so again, we'll move all this stuff over there, start lining it up properly so we can get a hold of where everything goes and keep everything in check. And yeah, this is an upcoming project that I'm going to be working on. I have a 4x8 trailer or 5x8 trailer out there, and I'm going to be flipping the axle, so you guys have to stay tuned to it'll give you more ground clearance, be able to put bigger tires and stuff like that. It's a cool project. So and other than that, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Set the notifications so you'll see when the next videos come out. And so this one I think will be a multi-parter, because I did order the crank, and unfortunately it takes a long time to get here from the States. $400 ain't cheap. Blowing the budget right out of the water, but we're getting it going. Alright guys, have a great day, and keep watching. Peace.